First off, congratulations on your milestone, joining players like Wilt Chamberlain. Really cool accomplishment. The Jazz have gained Cal Korver since the last time you met them. How does that change your defensive mindset, if at all?
You know, he's a threat anywhere he's on the floor. We've seen him a lot over the last 3 years or 2 years in the finals, obviously with Cleveland. So you got to have all antennas up. He spaces the floor. He doesn't need much time to shoot, and it's just one of those things like you can't fall asleep on him. So he's tough. I'm sure. I know he's been playing well for them, and gives them a different look. We got to be ready for it.
Steph, you've been surprised by they start a little this year. I mean, some people had higher expectations, but they had a tough schedule. But have you been surprised by like their record in the start this year with the Jazz?
I mean, yeah, considering how well they played last year and the way they finished the season, pretty much brought back the same team. But that happens from time to time when you're trying to make that jump. And the West has been just weird all the way around, I think, in terms of. You can highlight certain teams and their stars, but there's still 50-something games left and plenty of time for the best, 8 to shine and rise to the top. So you would assume that they would be one of those teams the way that they played again last year and the potential they have. So we just don't want that to start tonight.
Steph, in your experience, how much of the sample size do you feel like you need before you have a sense of, okay, this is how it's going to kind of be for this regular season as far as just the landscape?
Well, it took 82 last year to get all 8 playoff teams. I mean, again, this year's been a little different in terms of how close the 1 through 14 seeds are. So a lot can happen. And it's just a testament to every night how hard it is to just win in this league. And the margin for error is a lot smaller than it probably has been in the past for us, for other teams. And everybody talks about how quote-unquote boring or whatever the regular season might be or whatnot. I don't think that's the case this year. In terms of just every night, good games all across the league, and especially in the West. Some really good teams having some tough starts that could probably pick it up.
Your coach had said this is a difficult road environment to play in. Why is that?
It's got, great energy in here. They really support their team. It's usually really loud, and they go on runs. It can get a little overwhelming, but we've had some success here. In fact, we've gotten blown out a couple times too, so we've seen a little bit of everything. It's just a matter of getting off to good starts against this team and not letting their crowd dictate the energy and the momentum that they feed off of.
We're in late December. How would you assess where you guys are as a team right now?
It's really tough. I mean, we're 21-10, either tied or a game out of first in the West, and we haven't had our full lineup, but a couple times all season, I think. Still don't have DeMarcus yet, so it's a whole other chapter to our season when he gets back. It's really, really hard to assess. I know I like where we're at in terms of we've answered a couple challenges and not let go of the rope in terms of when we had some injuries, got other guys stepping up and playing well and kind of holding the fort down. But a lot of things will change as we go through this next 2-3 months where hopefully we'll have health on our side and continue to create momentum with our lineups and rotations, stuff like that. But when DeMarcus comes back, that'll change a lot. So that'll be like a brand new season almost. But you got to create habits and the foundation for what type of execution and focus we're going to have now so that we can take advantage of that when he gets back.